That's good. Oh,
Oh,
no.
cool.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I think we're live. I'm going to make sure before we get started. Of course, technology. Yep, I see us. We are here. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to bring up my other thing I need here. Okay. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so excited to bring on Shayla today. She's been with us for a little while now, and I think I met her in another kind of self-love group, and then she kind of joined us over here too. So super excited to have you, Shayla. Yeah. So Shayla's actually, like, I find Shayla, I just got to tell you, even from not knowing you very well, you've been very inspiring to like watch you evolve and like watch you kind of grow into who you are and step out of comfort zones and do some amazing things already that I've seen. So
thank you.
Yeah. So so Shayla, maybe tell everyone a little bit about yourself to start with if you want to. Just let us know maybe who you are and where you are from and just those kind of things.
Okay. Well, I'm Shayla. That's my name, and I'm from Ohio. And I have a 8-year-old. No, I'm sorry. He just turned 9.
Okay.
And his name is JoJo. So,
Nice.
currently I'm not working right now, and so I'm pretty much at home a lot.
Awesome. That's great.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so Shayla's agreed to come on here, answer some self-love questions, and just share her journey so far, and hopefully inspire other people to, take steps towards their self-love journey as well, and body acceptance and all those lovely things that we're all working towards. So, so Shayla, I guess the first question is, what does self-love mean to you?
Okay. I first want to say that I really just started my self-love journey maybe about a year or so ago. So I'm so glad that that happened because I was really in a bad situation. But so from what I have learned, self-love means to me paying attention to yourself, paying attention to how you're feeling, giving your mind, your body, and your soul the things that it needs. For example, if you are feeling tired or you sick, it's okay to rest.
Yeah.
And I grew up where you work, work, work. You kept it moving, no matter how you was feeling.
Yeah.
No matter if you was sick, you or tired, you just kept it going. So
Yeah.
I think part of self love is just knowing when you need to take a rest.
Yes.
And
Like
it's
listening
okay.
to your body, right? It's so important. Yeah.
Yes. Also, what I have learned is that self love, you need to put yourself first before anybody else. Like they say, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
I have definitely learned that um, the hard way because I used to be a people pleaser all the time. I will always put people before my own needs. And in the end, I suffered. I suffered emotionally. I suffered physically with health problems. Yeah. So, and also self love to me is, well, try to say positive things about yourself. Don't beat yourself up. I'm definitely working on that.
Right.
And this is a big one. Don't take any crap from anybody.
Yeah.
This is something I had to learn.
Setting those boundaries, right? Yeah.
Yes, had to let a lot of people go from my life who were draining my energy.
That's awesome.
And since then, I have had more peace in my life. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Those are all such good things. And like, it totally encompasses, I think, what so many people feel. Like I resonated with all the things you said. Like, I feel like, I have been exactly where you have been as well, in the respect to like the people pleasing and the shitty boundaries and all these things that weren't serving us, right, and weren't allowing us to live our full potential and see exactly how amazing we are, right? So you have taken such amazing steps. I'm like, it's so awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, like I was surrounded by people who would make beat me down emotionally.
Yeah.
And because I didn't have much self-esteem or self-worth about myself,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to defend myself or stand up for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to speak up for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are hard lessons, but, like, once you get to the other side of them, it's so amazing how different you feel of like, "Wow, this is what I'm supposed to feel like. Like, this is what I deserve to feel like," right? Um, yeah, so that's so good. So
My throat
maybe
chakra is definitely active.
yeah, yeah. So maybe tell us a little bit about what you already love about yourself. So you said you've kind of been on this journey for the past year. So exactly as you are right now, kind of give us some things of what you love about Shayla.
Okay. Well, I love that. I think I have a good heart. I think I'm a good person. And I feel like I could empathize with just about anybody. People from all walks of life that are different from me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm able to um, empathize with them.
Yeah.
Also, I love that I am resilient because it seems like no matter how much life tries to push me down, somehow I always get back up. I
Yeah.
don't stay down. I don't stay down for long.
Yep.
And I really love that about myself because I wouldn't even be here right now talking to you.
Right.
Because I had some very hard moments
Yeah.
where, yeah, I had some very low moments, but
Yeah.
I'm here.
There.
So
You're rising up.
it rising up.
That's awesome.
Yep. And I also love that um I don't know, too many people don't know this about me, but I'm very playful. I'm very kid-like sometimes. I really feel like I'm a kid at heart, so
Yeah. Those are
I
such
love that about
qualities.
me.
Yeah. Life's too short to not be childlike, I think. We gotta have fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome. Cool. All right, so let's dive in a little bit into how do you currently love yourself? So some of the ways that you've kind of started, uh, kind of things you've implemented so far that have been part of your like self-love or self-care routines, what's worked for you, what hasn't. Um, yeah, and just things that make you feel like worthy and valuable and important.
Well, when I first started out, like just learning about self-love and like realizing I need to take care of myself, I had suffered from a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
And I started meditating. I I didn't like it because I'm like, I like to be going.
Yeah.
So I did not like it at first, but I kept going. I would start with like doing 5 minutes of meditation and then 10 minutes of meditation. And now I'm able to meditate 20 or 30 minutes now. I've been doing that for like a year, over a year now.
Yeah.
And that has really helped me the most. It has really calmed me down. It has really given me a lot of, like, I found my inner peace.
Yeah.
um, and really have connect me to like my intuition more,
Yep.
you know. Um, and I do other things. I was doing affirmations. Some affirmations that I know I did, sometimes they work and sometimes they didn't. I'm gonna be
Yep.
honest with you.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I do journal. Journal is a way for me to release my emotions and feelings.
Hmm.
Um, I take, this is a big one. I started walking a lot. and
Nice.
just being outside. And that really, really helps me, especially when I feel down and out. I just go outside and walk,
Yep.
and that really helps my mind.
Yep.
If I don't at least meditate or do my walk, I would be crazy.
Right.
I'd be going crazy.
So true.
So
Like, I think
I at
like
least try.
you're getting outside in your nature and you're walking. Like, I think even that is like a meditative practice in itself. Like, it's not your traditional meditation, but like there's just something about being outside and out in nature and in fresh air that, yeah, I can totally see how that would help.
Yeah, I think it is like a different form of meditation. I really
Yeah.
never thought about it like that, but
Yeah.
it really does help, especially if I'm upset.
Yep.
It really does help just to get out and walk.
Yep. Yep. That's awesome. Yep. That's such a good tool. Um,
Mhm.
Question for you, only because I'm curious about what people find. What do you have like your favorite like meditation place you go to get meditations, or do you just kind of find stuff on like YouTube, or where do you like to go?
So at first, I started doing YouTube,
Yeah.
like finding meditations on YouTube, and there's this one. They are called Power Thoughts.
Okay.
And they have like where you could work on your chakra, like your heart chakra, your base chakra,
Mm-hmm.
your throat chakra. Um, I was going through a tough time at that time when I was using those meditations, but I was using the heart chakra and the throat chakra. I'm gonna tell you, I really think those work because like they put like affirmations into the meditation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's actually more effective than me actually writing down the affirmations,
Yep.
is like
Totally.
listening to them. But yeah, I was going through a course situation where I had to speak up. And I am a very shy person.
Yeah.
And those like that throat chakra one and that heart chakra one really I feel like helped
That's
change my energy.
yeah. That's
So
cool. I'll have to look that up. That sounds super interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
I love
So
the chocolate chip.
yeah.
And it's something cool about the affirmations too, like you said, that like that listening to them in like word form rather than writing them down. Um, Even I've heard of people like recording themselves speak it and then just listening to that like 10 minutes before bed of just themselves like repeating the affirmation to themselves. Um, and they found that really helpful, which is cool too. Like even if it's your own voice, I think it makes it a little more powerful too. But yeah, super fun.
Yeah, the affirmation has to be somewhat believable. You
Yes,
know,
absolutely.
if you really don't believe in yourself, saying I believe in myself is like I don't feel like that's gonna get
It's
through you.
hard. Yeah.
You gotta kind of change it up some
Yeah.
to where your mind would accept it. Also now I don't do those hardly no more, the chakra ones.
Right.
Just because I like now I could just have nothing. I go into a meditative state like that because
Nice.
I've been doing it
That's good.
regularly. But now I downloaded the app Calm,
Yeah. I
and
have
so
that one.
I like to
Yeah.
yeah, so I like to use that one too.
Yep. That's a good one.
So
Another
yeah, I
good
just don't do that.
Another good one for you to check out that's free is it's called Insight Timer.
Okay.
It's super good and like a million different ones. Like it's pretty cool. I use that one quite a
Okay.
bit too. But I'll put it in the comments
Okay.
maybe later, but yeah.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's awesome. It sounds like you have quite a good practice. Do you find like you kind of have seasons where you um kind of slip out of it and you have to kind of remind yourself to get back into it, or have you been pretty consistent with all your practices in the last little while?
I've been pretty consistent with the meditation. Now, like every now and then I might miss go a day or two
Yeah.
at the most.
Yeah.
But I notice when I do that, you
Yeah.
know, yeah, I really have some difficulty.
And I think
um,
that's the amazing part is when you have that moment where you don't do it, then that, I think it just reaffirms that, hey, wait, I have to have this a part of my days, because if not, I have shitty days or I'm not so
I
funny
will have
around.
shitty days. And you know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't mention I also do gratitude. I have a
Oh,
gratitude
nice.
journal.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That really helps. I think that helps with manifestation. I have noticed that I
Yep.
have wrote some things down. Um, there was this guy on YouTube, Sharish, I can't say his name right, but basically he was just saying, write out like three things you are grateful for, like grateful for water and things you it's true.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then at the end, write out something that you know you don't have right now, but you would like to see.
Oh,
And
cool.
just say, I'm grateful for blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That works. I mean, don't be like, okay, I'm grateful for $1 million. Make it make it more realistic
Yeah.
that you think you can hit.
Yeah.
But after you write down the things that you are truly grateful for, like that you got, you're grateful for a car, then start writing out the things that you want to have but you don't have right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Good way to manifest.
Yep. Manifestation is huge. I believe in that for 100%. And like, um, I started to be like you in respect to like, I would really limit my manifestations or my intentions or gratitudes of like things that I kind of believe, but I've started to kind of like branch out to more bigger, like not unrealistic to the point of like, I want to have $1 trillion, but like, life goals that I know are going to be hard to get there, but I believe that that's where I'm going to be. And so I keep doing that. And I do believe that I think eventually it's going to happen for me. It's just, but I keep doing it. So I think it's also good to like set your kind of bar a little bit higher than you might believe, just because it kind of allows you to raise up higher, I think. But yeah, it's super cool.
That's cool. I don't know. I have had a situation where no, I don't want to say about
That's
my
okay. I think it's like you gotta do what feels good for you and what feels right for you. At the end of the day, it has to work for you and feel good, and like, so whatever that is, I think it sounds like you're doing amazing things. So that's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So a couple, now we'll go into another question on like, what do you need to be more at peace with yourself? So what are the things that you're finding out of your practices that you're doing already on some things that you might be lacking in, or things that you probably need to pay more attention to, but just kind of haven't taken that step towards that yet? What do you think?
I think I need to maybe try to make more peace with my past
Mm-hmm.
and work on forgiving people in my past that
Yeah.
have caused me a lot of pain and
Yeah.
suffering. I feel
Yeah.
like um, because this is the thing, when people hurt you, um, they could hurt you and then they move on,
Yeah.
and then you're still left suffering over that. And really, you should move on too.
Yeah. No, it's
so, so I would say maybe work on forgiveness and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's like an awesome one. And I think you'll probably, when you get there, I think you'd feel such a weight lifted as well when you're able to just send that person love. Doesn't mean you want to be around them or have them in your life, but I send you love, I wish you well, but I set it's almost like setting yourself free from like holding on to that, right? Um, but it's hard. It's not easy.
It's so hard
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this could happen like 10 years ago and you might still be
Yep.
holding on to it and you
Yeah.
might be angry and this been 10 years ago.
I know.
And I think it affects your emotional body. So
Yeah, I think so
you want
too. Like,
to
I think it stays with you, even though you may not think it bothers you, it does, I think. Like, I feel like things that I've held on to for too long have, not been something I think about often, but I think it's there. It's a piece of you that could be set free that's not. Yeah.
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 Yep.
for sure.
That's something I need to work
Yeah,
on.
fair enough. Yeah, I think that's fair. Um, so one of my last questions is, what do you value about yourself? So things like your traits or your qualities that, which we've talked about this a little bit, but um, things that what you value about yourself, and just being honest with yourself.
Okay. I value that I'm becoming more non-judgmental because I have stopped judging myself. So, sometimes people judge you because they feel some way about their own self.
Yes, exactly.
And so yeah, so I have judged people in the past. I'm not perfect. But now I don't judge. And I really like that about myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I try to, give people the benefit of the doubt, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can love anybody. It doesn't matter what you look like,
Yeah.
what you got, you know. I see you're a human being
Yeah.
and
I love that.
you're like a brother and sister to me. So I think I really like that about myself.
Yeah. That's such a good quality. More people need that quality.
Yep.
That's awesome. One final question before we head out is either some advice to either like a younger version of Shayla, or some advice to someone maybe starting their self-love journey, and what you would kind of uh, tell them to either get started, or something that you've learned that you want to just help others see.
Okay. Um, I would just say try not to take what people say personally or to heart.
Yeah.
A lot of things that people say are just projections of how they feel about themselves.
Hmm.
And if a person is unhappy, they could be smiling or whatever, but inside they're unhappy. They're going to try to make you unhappy. And they might not be consciously aware of this, but
Hmm.
this is might be something they do subconsciously. So this could be somebody real close to you. This could be your mother. This could be even your child, or well, not children, but you know what I mean,
Right.
grown children,
Yeah.
your sister, your cousin, your best friend. Like I said, they might not be doing this intentionally,
Hmm.
but subconsciously. So just try not to take um, what people do or say personally.
Yeah.
Don't let them take your power away. Take one step at a time. Because like I said, I suffered a lot from anxiety. So I would tell people who is, suffer from
Yeah.
anxiety or is
Yeah.
really stressed,
Hmm.
one step at a time. When I started meditating, I didn't know nothing about meditating. I hated it,
Yeah.
but I took one little step,
Yeah.
5 minutes, and now I could do all the way up to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I stuck to that 5 minutes a while until I could work myself up.
Yeah.
So baby steps in anything you do, and take it easy on yourself. You're
Yeah.
human. So
That's beautiful. I love it. And it's so true. Like, just taking little steps towards our self-love is better than taking no steps at all, right?
yep,
And yeah, and you got to start somewhere. Like, it's yeah, cuz it's life-changing when you do. Like, when you get to a point and you can start to see like, hey, I'm pretty confident with myself, then life just looks different. Like, it's amazing how self-love can be the root of so many things, of how we show up for life, right? So I love it. So cool.
and one more thing. When
Yeah.
I started loving myself, I recognized the people that I was around didn't love me like I love myself. But when I didn't love myself, I couldn't see that.
Yes,
So people gonna treat you how you treat yourself.
it's so true. Yep.
So if you don't love yourself, the people around you are not gonna love you.
Yeah.
That's what you attract.
Yep.
So
Oh,
that
so good.
that's one thing I have learned.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, you have
Yeah.
so much wisdom to offer, and I love your journey
Mhm.
so far, and can't wait to keep watching you become who you are supposed to be. It's so I love watching people grow and become these
Aw,
amazing
thank you.
versions of themselves. So thank you so much for being in our little space here. And I'm so glad you decided to come on here with me. It's been super fun to talk to you.
Yes, this was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So if you guys have any questions for Shayla, feel free to drop them in the comments and she can answer them later. And I'll put a couple of the links that we talked about during our session here on some of the meditation apps and some of that stuff that we were talking about that helps. And so that's all we have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. And thanks, Shayla, for chatting with us. We'll talk to you guys
Thank
soon.
you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.